welcome into a Thursday night edition of MVI Live here from Thomas Jefferson High School. The Thomas Jefferson Jaguars taking on the Ringgold Rams in Section 3-5A play. I am Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron, joined by my lovely colleague Jeremy Salou.
Hello.
Good to see you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm ready to call this one, but I just wasn't ready to start yet. So.
Yeah, gotcha.
Way to take the reins.
Jaguars come in at 8-6, 6-1 in section play. Ringgold 2-6 overall, 2-5 in section play, and we will take a moment here for the national anthem and the starting lineups.
And the starting five for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Number 21, Grayson Merriman. Number 5, Maddie Trainer. Number 12, Jennifer Esper. Number 24, Nancy Danny. And number 25, Cindy Romero. Head coach for the Jaguars, Lisa Fairman. Assistant, Edmund Reedy, Eric Fairman, and Candace John.
Okay, we're ready to go with this one as TJ hosting Ringgold here, the first meeting of the season between these two teams. And Jose, what do you expect?
Well, I mean, obviously Thomas Jefferson has the experience in terms of games this season. They played 14 compared to only 8 for the Rams. A slow developing start for the Rams this year because of COVID-19 protocols, and Coach Matt Regula, his first season at the helm of the Rams, so kind of a slow start to everything, but it's going to be a tough test for a young Ringgold team.
That's missing arguably one of their best players in Abby Whaley, who's out with a knee injury.
Right.
As Gracie Fairman controls the tip here for TJ. And gets it inside to Esper and kicked it right back out.
Full senior starting lineup for TJ here on senior night.
Wrong. Sorry. Gracie Fairman.
No, Gracie Fairman is not a senior. You are correct.
See?
Or the 5.
Who says I'm not on my game is there's a Barrow with a putback. She almost got it to fall but did not. And there's a deep 3 by Lexi Dadig. It's no good, but Fairman steps back and hits one. And TJ is on the board, 3-0. Angelina Massey running the point for Ringgold. Gets it to Kira Girardi, who is the Rams' leading scorer so far this year. We're obviously very familiar with her from the Summer League. She steps through. Nice take to the basket there by Kira Girard. And Ringgold is on the board as well. 3-2 TJ leads here in the early going. There's a three-pointer attempt by Trainer. Was no good. Esper had a shot at a rebound and a putback, but did not get the follow to fall. And here comes Ringgold the other way.
Talk about Kira Girard, you know, she has, looks like Data going to get called for a foul here. But Girard seems like she's kind of stepped into that maybe leadership role for this Rams team, a young group.
Girard, part of that champion AMD Industries team.
Always brings a lot of energy for her athlete during the summer.
She's a very aggressive player, and she sometimes gets in a little bit of foul trouble.
Sometimes happens with the style she plays.
There's a long shot outside, no good. Gracie Fairman with the rebound. Gets it back to Lexi Dadig, and she hits a three. 6-2 TJ here, 2 minutes into the game.
Dadig and Fairman, two of TJ's best three-point shooters. Dadig has really added that element for TJ this season, something that they were losing with the departure of Alyssa D'Angelo.
Right. It's a good give and go by the Rams, and Girard was a little short on the layup. Way up ahead now to Trainer, and her layup's going to fall.
Turnover for the Rams, and now Fairman goes the other way.
Way up ahead, the Trainer again, this time with the left hand. Gets it to go. And we have a timeout taken by the Rams.
.448 left here in the first quarter. 10-2 lead for the hosts from TJ. Got our full A team here tonight. Also have Olivia Greco running the
What's up,
scoreboard.
everybody?
She's here on the mic.
She'll chime in every once in a while, I'm sure. As somebody didn't bring the ads tonight.
I do have the ads out.
Oh, there you go. Well, where are you at, man? That's your job.
I know it's my job, hence why I have them.
Boy, see what I work with, people?
We will thank some of our sponsors at the next
This is
rate.
what happens when we're together.
This is
the A team.
This is why we usually split us up.
Right.
I think. Dale Dobeck and Brennan Huff.
Jeez. We are not wearing tuxes tonight.
Yeah, we are not.
The Rams
Prestige Worldwide.
turn it over again. And here comes Gracie Fairman leading the Jaguars offense here now.
We were initially supposed to be at Elizabeth Ford tonight for their section game against Belle Vernon. That got canceled.
Because Caitlin Slaga said she had to come here.
Yeah. Maybe sound some competition.
Maybe.
We'll ask her at halftime.
Yeah. There's Girard for three. Kira Girard. All 5 points here so far for the Rams. There's a three by Dadig, is no good. Barra with the rebound, gets it to Fairman. Back outside to Dadig again. This one, she hits that. 13-5 midway here through the first quarter. The host Jaguars here on their senior night have an early lead. There's a nice give and go again to Girard, no good. Ibarra with the rebound. Up ahead quickly to Dadig.
We've seen already early how much Ringgold relies on Girard on the offensive end of the floor.
Dadig for three again. And she rolls that one in. Good rotation on that one. She gets the roll. 16-5 now.
already 9 points for Dadig on 3 3-pointers.
Zaria White had the ball knocked away.
Jeremy, you got to talk to Matt Regula when he was hired at Ringgold. I mean, what do you kind of feel like he's going to bring to this girls program as there's a steal by Thomas Jefferson?
I think one of the things, and he realizes this, is patience is going to be key. He knows he has a young team. He knows he lost arguably one of his best players in Abby Whaley. And he wants to get them into a system. You know, he knows there's going to be some struggles, but they have a couple wins this year, so that's good to get that under the belt. Trainer steps back and hits another 3. 19-5 now. TJ is up big here in the first quarter.
7 points for Maddie Trainer here in the first.
Sandra Holland now drives baseline, and she was fouled.
Looks like Jared Esper going to get
by Esper.
Call. It seems as if this Ringgold girls team's kind of in the same situation as the boys team.
Right.
You know, a young group that's going to have to, under a first-year coach, that's going to kind of have to grow and learn the system. Holland will go to the free throw line.
That's Ashley Salembo. That was
Salembo.
All I saw was the 5, not the 2-5. So Salembo is on the line, and Cassandra Holland actually just checked into the game.
Okay. Salembo, one of Ringgold's top softball players during the spring season.
I have a feeling Ringgold's softball team is going to be pretty good again this year.
Yeah, they got a good nucleus coming back.
Second shot was no good. There's Gracie Fairman driving to the basket. No good, but she'll go to the line for a pair.
TJ usually relies on Fairman to kind of be the leader in terms of scoring. She's been limited to just that 3-pointer that she had in the first minute. Dadig and Trainer have kind of done the rest.
Fairman hits that first, and she's pretty much automatic here when she's on the line. Very good free throw shooter. I guess when your mom's the head coach, though, she's going to make sure you're good at free throws.
Yeah, I think she probably practices those quite often.
I jinxed her. She gets the rebound back, though. It was tipped back to her by Esper. The ball was knocked out of bounds. I thought it was knocked out of bounds by a
it looked like it.
Ringgold player.
Yeah, and they're going to reverse the call here. Good job, Jeremy.
Yep, I got that.
Did Olivia teach you that? Because Olivia
I found the ways.
is...
So here's my thing, and just bear with me on this. Gracie Fairman next year will be a senior.
Yes.
I think she would look really good in a Cal U uniform. I think she fits the mold.
She is the type of
player that Jess Strom will go after.
Absolutely.
And there's a connection with Cal U and the Fairmans. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see how her recruiting turns out here.
Her brother Eric played baseball at Cal U.
Yeah.
Eric's an assistant on the staff.
Let go of another one there, and Gracie Fairman hustles for the rebound.
But I agree with that. I think that she would...
There's another 3 by Gracie Fairman, and it is 23-5 here early on.
All points have been scored by Fairman, Dadig, and Trainer. Six 3-pointers in this first quarter for the Jaguars. And Dadig has 3 of those, Fairman with 2, and Maddie Trainer with 1.
There's a rebound for Ribeiro, and here come the Jaguars again, and Fairman's going to step out for another 3. No good. Dadig got the rebound, and that's another area already that TJ's dominating is the boards. Cathers gets the rebound off to Zaria White, and here comes Girardi the other way. 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. foul called against Dadig for a little hand check. Check out Jose's story here in tomorrow's edition of the MVI. And like I said, we didn't even expect to be coming to this game. We were supposed to be at Elizabeth Ford tonight. And this is one of the only other local games going on. So
it's always good to see two local teams.
And these are two teams we haven't streamed, so it's good to see her. We always love coming to see Lisa Fairman. Obviously, we know her from her time at Bell Vernon. So Lembo checks out.
It was fun to cover their run that they had last year. Unfortunately, COVID kind of cut their state playoff run a little short, but it's nice to see what they were able to accomplish.
And I am just going to go on record and say they beat Chartiers Valley last year, even though the standings don't show it.
I have proof.
We have direct video evidence. There's
Fairman for three.
Another deep three by Fairman at the buzzer. It's no good. But TJ leads 23-5 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll pay some bills here.
Yeah.
The soothing sounds of the voice of Jose Negro.
Let me get this ready. Although insurance does not always cover wellness and preventative care, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers very affordable wellness programs and packages to improve your body's overall wellness and performance. Their programs are top-notch in improving overall health and wellness and athletic performance for all ages. Go see Valley native Dr. Emilio Gallis and his staff for all of your physical therapy and sports injury treatment needs. Visit them on the web at www.eliteptw.com or arrange a consultation at 638 Rosh River Road in Bell Vernon. Are you looking for a solid start to your daily routine? Look no further than the newly opened Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township, Bell Vernon. Camel Coffee Company is open daily from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made and community-brewed coffee. You can also add a pastry and sandwiches to your daily routine as well. Camel Coffee Company offers free Wi-Fi and is locally owned and operated, so go check them out along Route 201 directly across from the Washington Township Fire Department.
We're back here for the second quarter of play.
I'd say it's a dominant first 8 minutes for the Jaguars.
Right. The most important thing here, and I think what Ringgold wants to see and what the coach wants to see is, you're going to take your lumps this year with a young team, inexperienced team, but you don't want them to quit. You want them to keep playing hard, and you want to keep working the system.
Right.
I think that's going to be the most important thing.
And this Ringgold team has had opportunity. I mean, they have 2 wins already as well. So, you get some build some confidence on getting those W's. But at the same time, against a team like Thomas Jefferson and obviously Trinity, I mean, they're tough teams in this section. You might take your lumps against those, quality teams, but you gotta learn from it.
Ball goes out of bounds off of Maddie Trainer and belong to Ringgold. And I think the other thing is too, this was not the year that Ringgold wanted to move up to 5A.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like another year in the 4A in the section they were in last year would
with Elizabeth
probably been a little bit
Vernon,
better, right?
Teams that are kind of in
There's
the same.
Girard hangs up for a layup, no good. And she kung fu flips Dadig over her shoulder.
It's that aggressive nature and the way that she plays.
Yeah, she wasn't going to let go of that ball.
But you got to appreciate that.
Absolutely. Kira's a hard-nosed player. Her jumper's no good as Barrow gets the rebound and gets it up to Gracie Fairman. Over to Dadig. To Trainer and back to Dadig.
Those 3 have combined for all 23 of Thomas Jefferson's points.
Nice move. Good block there by Jada Cathers. And that's one of the positives you can see. Cathers is just getting her feet wet in this season. She didn't play the first couple weeks. Girard launches a 3, no good. Fairman with the rebound. She comes the other way. Flips one up and under past Angelina Massey. And I think those 2 teammates this year in the.
They were for
Caitlin
Slagus' Lee Supply team.
There's a nice give and go again, and Girard is fouled there by Trainer.
Another teammate is Abby Whaley,
right,
as well. maybe that's what Slake's doing. She's here for multiple reasons.
Right.
To support her summer league girls and to support the Fairmans. Of course, she played under Lisa Fairman.
Girard hits that one. 25-6 now as Delaney Concannon checks in, as does Julia Berberich. Girard hits the second. 25-7 now with 6 minutes to go here until halftime.
Girard with all 7 of Ringgold's points here in the first half.
Fairman easy lane to the rim. Her layup is no good, but another offensive rebound came out to Trainer, and she missed a shot. And Girard's going to hold on to that. Girard will not let go of that ball.
No. You will have to pry it out of her hands.
Yeah. Conversation among the officials here.
Wonderful venue here at Thomas Jefferson that we've been able to visit quite often over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we've been here a few times. There goes Trainer inside. Had it stolen away there by Zoe Mundorf, but goes out of bounds. Well, she stepped out of bounds, actually. There goes Fairman. Nice pass there to Concannon, and she's Johnny on the spot on the block. So the lead is 20. The Rams, and here comes Girard to get it again. I think Girard is one of those players that have definitely seen the improvement from being in the summer league the last few seasons. Yep. For sure.
Just playing, having
up
that
ahead.
Experience.
There's Maddie Trainer for the layup. And Thomas Jefferson continues to extend their lead.
Now
Girard again had it knocked away and out of bounds.
Trainer, Fairman, and Dadig all with 9 points here through a quarter and a half.
Zaria White and Ashley Salembo come back in for Ringgold. There's Mundorf was tied up down low.
It's like Berberich going to get the call?
Yeah, looks like it.
Seems like Girard's going to be the only player on Ringgold's team that probably won't get many trips to the bench.
And that's one thing Coach said is, you have some girls that have to step up as leaders, especially with Whaley out. Berberich for 3, and that's good. Another 3-pointer for TJ. How many do they have so far in this first half?
I'm going to bet 6.
7?
They actually had 6 in the first quarter alone.
Oh, wow.
Now they have 7.
And that pass is knocked away by Concannon, and she goes in for another easy layup.
Points for Delaney Concannon coming off the bench here in the second quarter.
Gracie Fairman knocks that pass away, and that's a young, inexperienced mistake there by Massey. You always want to go to the ball. Don't wait for the ball to come to you. Right. That avoids the defenders knocking it away like Fairman just did. It's Mundorf now, and she is fouled. And this one's going to go against Lake and Flynn.
I believe this, 6 fouls for Thomas Jefferson, right, compared to just 1 for Ringgold.
Nice pass to Girardi. She was blocked from behind by Concannon.
A jump ball, and guess who was involved?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it
Not gonna
reminds
let
me.
you have the ball.
Reminds me of Meet the Parents when he's on the plane with the suitcase. You could have my bag if you come pry it from my kung fu grip. There's Salembo with a little jumper from the elbows, no good.
That went off.
I think it went off
Ringgold
of
player.
White and out of bounds.
Kick out by Fairman to Flynn. That three-pointer's no good, but Burbridge is there for the rebound.
As Fairman kicks it over to Trainer again. Burbridge outside to Flynn. She's going to drive baseline.
Foul going to be called on Mundorf, it looks like. Scoreboard with the fouls kind of out of our vantage point because of the backboard, but
there's a couple chances there for
Gabby
Breisinger. But again, another offensive rebound.
Gabby Breisinger, one of those freshmen that Lisa Fairman was very excited about coming into the season.
There's Concannon for a nice little curl in the lane, straight to the basket for another basket for the Jaguars. And it is 36-7.
Now 6 in the quarter for Concannon.
Girard, little handoff to White, knocked away. Concannon, nice pass up ahead. We got a foul called against Angelina Massey.
Looks like she...
We do not have number 20 on our roster. Let me see what I can find here on the line. Free throw is no good. Rolls out of bounds. Goes Salembo baseline. Tried to kick it outside, and Mundorf just watched it go by. I think Salembo thought she was going to cut to the corner. Just a little miscommunication. And Breisinger inside with another TJ basket.
Her first of the game.
Makes it 38-7. But again, like I said, if you're the Ringgold coaching staff, you just want to see your team keep playing hard.
Mm-hmm. Keep see them go after loose balls and make sure that they're hustling.
You learn more from a loss than a win.
Just a game experience against a team like TJ. I mean, that can help any team.
And Ringgold was, like you mentioned early on, Ringgold was one of those teams affected by the shutdown, and they were shut down even longer than that. Mm-hmm. You know, and you can't simulate on-court experience.
Sometimes you just have to be thrown into the fire.
Nice pass.
Game experience.
Kira Girard knocked the ball away from Burbridge, and it'll be TJ Ball under the basket. Check out Jose's story again, like I mentioned earlier, in tomorrow's MVI, and photos from Mike Darnay. We have a foul, looks like against Massey again.
Concannon will go to the line. Takes the first.
Second one is up and good. 40-7 now with 36 seconds to go.
Cannon's really led the way here in the second quarter. 8 points off the bench. There's almost another turnover.
Girard. No foul called there as Flynn grabs the rebound off the carom. Here comes TJ, likely to hold for the last shot here. So we're down to 10 seconds to play. And Burbridge is going to get called for a travel. Kind of bobbled the ball on the pass and took the extra step to rein it in. It's 5 seconds now. The ball in Girard's hands from the volleyball line. No good. That'll do it for the first half. TJ up big, 40-7, which means we will start the second half with the Mercy Rule running clock. And we'll be back to tell you more about our sponsors, and not much to recap here in the first half, but we'll get something to you.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
And we are back here at halftime prior to the second half of play at Thomas Jefferson with the Jaguars leading 40-7. And take a second here to thank the remainder of our wonderful sponsors, starting with Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency. If you have recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street in Monongahela. The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency is proud to sponsor MVI Live and Mon Valley Athletics. Olivia Greco's favorite restaurant, Foster House 2. Foster House 2 is now open for dine-in and carry-out. Don't miss one of the famous King sandwiches from the Foster House, which now has pizza by the slice and pizza burgers available all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Watch all the Penguin games on the big screen TVs with a feature of 22-ounce Coors Light drafts for $2.50 during the games. The kitchen is open until 11:30 p.m., so don't miss some of the best food in the Valley at Foster House 2 in Washington Township, Bell Vernon.
We're ready now for the third quarter of play. It will be Thomas Jefferson ball as Lexi Dadig comes over to midcourt to inbound. Starting lineup back in for the Jaguars.
Senior night here at TJ.
Yep. There's Esper inside. Nice little turnaround. No good. Cathers with the rebound and gets it over to Girard. Like I said, if you're Ringgold now, you want to keep playing hard. It's Girard. Let's go over 3. That's an air ball and out of bounds. Keep playing hard. Try to work on some things.
Keep hustling up and down the court and try to make some things happen.
Good defense by Massey on Fairman. Massey, for being a young player, she got some good length. I know she got a little bit of playing time in the summer league too with Coach Slagus and did pretty well.
I think these girls that are playing in the summer league are going to learn from these young coaches
Absolutely.
that have been there and experienced what it's like to be in their shoes.
And that's the one thing, you know, we mentioned on the boys' side of the summer league, but the girls' side got some pretty decent coaches as well. So.
Aside from that MoFlo coach.
Right. Hey, I got insider information, got a good assistant coming in next year.
And I hear that their executives are really talented guys.
That ball is knocked away and then last touched by Gracie Fairman.
Yes. Monessen Flores is going to rebound quicker than the Penguins.
We got the
rebuild. Nice play by Fairman.
We got the next superstar in the class of 2030 coming this year too. So Barrow hits a deep jumper and she gets the points on her senior night. Makes it 42-7. 6 minutes of play here in the third quarter. It's nice to see her get a round of applause from her teammates over on the bench.
And she had a knee injury.
Massey with a awkward-looking hook shot from the free throw line, and it's a little strong.
Cindy Oberrio had a knee injury in the game against Laurel Highlands earlier this season, so nice to see her back on the court.
Fairman steps into a three, no good. Cathers deflected the rebound, and there's Girard always with a nose for the ball. And she is fouled by Trainer.
Again, a running clock here in this second half of play, as TJ took a 33-point lead into half.
There's inside to Cathers, around to Barrow and to the basket, and that's what the Rams are going to need out of her. A little bit of an inside presence.
First bucket not scored by Girard for
There's
Ringgold.
Esper inside over Salembo, no good. Fairman with the follow-up. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Ringgold ball.
Girard didn't even have the ball, and she was still looking for it.
Right? Just ready to get that kung fu grip on it.
I guess if you're TJ too and you have this type of lead, I mean, you want to work on different sets and work on, I mean, what do you do with such a significant advantage to kind of make sure the girls are...
Well, again, I mean, you don't necessarily want to take your foot off the gas, but
Right.
like you said, there are some things you could work on. Younger players are going to come in as Massey overshoots that one. And it comes to Fairman, and she'll walk it up. But, you know, you don't want to... You're going to get a lot of experience here for the younger players, and Lisa Fairman's going to call a 30-second timeout.
I mean, you look at this team too, I mean, you know, they lose a few contributors, including 2 starters after this season with the graduations of Trainer and Dadig, and some significant role players in Esper and Oberrio, but you have a young nucleus here that is going to get some good playing time as the season goes on in some of these games that are more lopsided. It's definitely an advantage for Fairman's young group.
Right. And there's been a lot, I mean, unfortunately this section's not exactly the toughest in 5A. I mean, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands are in this section. Laurel Highlands with only 6 players, so there are a lot of opportunities for young players on a team like a TJ or a Trinity, you know, to get. And I mean, Trinity's young players are just as good as their top players.
Right.
I'm eager to watch them. I think they're Ringgold here shortly. There's a 3 taken there by Dadig. No good.
She had 3 threes in the first quarter, but has been held scoreless since.
There goes Esper, little jumper from the elbow, no good. Barrow tipped the rebound to herself.
Esper's had a couple good shots, just hasn't been able to get them to fall.
You hear Coach Fairman there directing traffic, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to see her team get in all their offensive sets, run through them. It's a good learning moment, especially when you can go back, and those are the things from a game like this that you watch on the film. Yeah, you're more critical of what you're doing. As Esper drives to the basket, makes it 44-9 here with the 3-minute mark of the third quarter.
All 4 seniors have scored here tonight for TJ.
There's a shot by Cathers. That's good.
Good shot.
From just to the right of the elbow. Makes it 44-11 now.
We've seen what Cathers can do. She's a player who can score.
Beveridge, Concannon, and Lakin Flynn about to check in here for TJ. We got a travel call, and it belonged to Ringgold. And total line change here for the Rams.
Same for TJ.
And I think we're About to have a JV game break out here in the middle of the third quarter. Get the experience for the younger players. So Amir cruised through that one up, and it was no good. There goes Flynn, hands it off to Abby Atkinson. Her runner is no good, and it's rebounded there by Angie Allen for the Rams.
Some of the games that I've covered this year for TJ girls, most have been somewhat lopsided, and the player that's really stood out has been Abby Atkinson. She's really scored in bunches when she's gotten the opportunity to step foot on the court.
That shot went
Greco
high above the backboard there and out of bounds. Little dribble drive here for the Jaguars, looking to get downhill, and there's...
And this is what Fairman wants to see. She wants to see they're going through their offense and running their plays.
There goes Flynn, runs into Alexa Jolly.
Flynn will go to the line.
She will shoot two. Flynn hits the first. 31 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Flynn's second is up and good.
(46-11) in favor of TJ as we are now under 30 seconds to go in the third.
Down to 20. That pass was deflected high above, and then Burbridge comes up with it. Here goes the Jaguars looking to make a push. Atkinson's jumper was way short. This time she's going to drive, little floater, and that's good. And that'll be the final basket of the third quarter as TJ leads 46-11 as we get ready for the final 8 minutes of play here in this one.
And we will take a second here to thank Frontier Heating and Cooling Services. Do you need something done around your house, especially when it comes to your HVAC system? Look no further than The Working Man. Give Chuck Murlock a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs. If that's not all The Working Man does, electrical, framing, drywall, excavation, water, and fire restoration. You name it, he can likely do it. An authorized Lennox carrier dealer, The Working Man also offers apprenticeship programs and can provide excavating, help you with insurance claims, and now features whole house air cleaners to help kill viruses. Call The Working Man at 724-557-2028 for all of your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs. Are you looking for the best local news and sports coverage? Look no further than the Mon Valley Independent. The newspaper is currently offering a great deal of 60 days free for our electronic edition, which easily gets you through the winter sports season. Visit monvalleyindependent.com today or call 724-314-0030 to register for your free e-edition and follow your favorite local sports teams and get the best local news and sports coverage.
Whatever is coming out here is what they're saying.
Okay, but wait. Wait, where's the score now? But where's the score now?
We are ready to go here for the fourth quarter of play. The clock hasn't been running. There you go. Now it has. Greco.
She's just letting us know she's still here. We got a timeout taken by Ringgold. 46-11 here, 7:47 to go.
Take a second too to talk about our podcast, Jeremy. We got
It's a good
one
time.
this Sunday, and we got a special guest coming by.
We do. Go Doors.
We're Fraser boys basketball coach Zach Kiefer will be joining us Sunday at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. So all you Fraser fans, be sure to tune in at 1 o'clock when that releases to the masses. We'll be filming live at 10:30 at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. So come join us in person, support a small business. Big thank you to the folks at Perked Up for allowing us to come by every Sunday.
I think the best part is when we come in there, they know what we're going to order.
Yeah.
That's like by far the best part.
Breakfast burritos become, I think, a weekly
I might have to
thing for
try
me
that
now.
this week.
It's
sausage and extra cheese and egg. Oh yeah, I might have to try
your
it.
pepperoni.
Pepperoni quesadillas.
I kind of want
are-
to try that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So join us at Perked Up on Sunday and talk to Zach Kiefer about his 11-3 Commodores. Talk to him about Luke Santo as well. He got his 1,000th point this week. So
You know what I really want to talk to Zach about is how emotional of a game it was for him to play against California.
yes,
I mean, I'm sure it was very.
I talked to him a little bit about that
Esper
on.
was fouled by Holland.
I talked to him a little bit about that on Monday too. So I think it'll be nice.
Sure, he'll give us a good answer. Be good to catch up with him away from the court for a little while. Speaking of, I gotta come up with what I want to sound the alarm on this week.
Yeah, I got to come up with something that grinds my gears, but I'm sure someone out there will make me angry. So
Yeah. Esper hits that one. Brysinger checks back in for Esper as she exits on her senior night and likely done for the evening.
nice ovation for Esper. Nice to see all the seniors get at least a bucket here tonight.
Sandra Holland now up at the top, guarded by Barrow. Mundorf now in the corner. Tried to get baseline, had it knocked away by Brysinger, and Barrow picked it off. Gracie Fairman back in the game. I think she's more out there just to direct some traffic
Yep.
and handle the ball. Barrow gets it outside to Brysinger. Little fake, drives the lane, sandwiched between Mundorf and Jolly, and she's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Fun fact is, TJ doesn't even have anybody in double figures.
Wow, with all those threes
Yeah,
they
they have
hit.
Trainer, Dadig, and Fairman all with 9, Concannon with 8.
And
So
that's
a lot of
something
balance
Lisa,
there.
I was going to say, that's something Lisa Fairman will like. Dadig checks out and gets the round of applause on her senior night as well. Brysinger hits that one. I think this game officially turned into a recruiting visit for the head coach of Menneson Forest. There's Holland for a deep three, and that's good. 49-14 now. I wonder if Brysinger's recruitment's open. Get her in the black and white as Fairman follows up that missed shot with a miss of her own, and Mundorf grabs the rebound. Cruz gets it back to Holland. She's going to let go of another one. No good this time. Barrow with the rebound. And that's good. That's the Lisa Fairman effect, too. This trainer had a chance. She could have went all the way in for a layup, and she held up and pulled it back and gets it to a Barrow. I think they're really wanting a Barrow to score a little bit more. She's probably on her way out here. It looks like there's a couple more subs ready to come in. There it is,
Nice
down
play.
inside to a Barrow. She threw it up. A little bit of contact, no foul there. And there goes a Barrow's exit.
Maddie Trainer will also exit. Onto the court.
think another thing you're going to see is a lot of these Ringgold girls. I think you're going to see more Ringgold representation in the summer league. I know Coach was a real big fan of it. He came to a couple games before the shutdown.
He said that's kind of what drew him to the job, right?
Yeah, he's really going to push, I think, for his players to sign up here and try to get into the draft. Is nice little turnaround by Brysinger and
Fire her up.
there's Cruz. Tried to force it over to Holland. She was covered though. Fairman will walk this one up, and we got a timeout taken by Mom. Got a full timeout now. Berberich is going to check in for Gracie Fairman, it looks like.
Liv, what have you thought of this game?
I think that TJ has shot the ball lights out. Their ball movement is very impressive. And like you guys are saying, that Ringgold's a really young team, you can tell. Hopefully they learn from this game and some losses that they've taken this season so far, and they just get it under their belt this year and then work hard for next year.
That's pretty much better than anything we've said.
Right?
But really, what matters? What do you think of the refs?
I think they're doing a really good job. I've been paying a lot of attention to like their positioning because I had my first varsity game in a couple of days.
It's that Southmoreland game, right?
Yeah, Southmoreland versus AG at AG. If you guys want to tune in and watch.
Liv did get to meet the Southmoreland coaching staff,
did.
so
Yeah, so I told him to take it easy on me. So we'll see.
we should live stream that game.
Oh my God! Please do not show up. My dad was like, if there were a lot of fans, I'd be there. So that'd be terrible.
Give you $25 to throw him out.
I would.
Had enough from you, sir. You're out.
Yeah, get out. I don't even know who you
Go
are.
wait in the car.
That's probably on your referee bucket list.
Just throw my own dad out. Yeah, definitely. That'd be funny.
Nice pass inside to Brysinger, and she was fouled by Cathers. Gabby's going to go back to the line here for another pair of free throws.
Do you think Brysinger knows Hannah Pugliese?
She might. They become teammates.
They could become summertime friends.
There is no summer basketball league collusion, I promise.
Have to get in Coach Fairman's ear when I get down there.
She can't say it on the Slack.
Right.
Well, Slagus is seeing the same thing you're seeing, Chad.
Little rivalry going on.
I think she
here.
also has a higher pick than you.
Yeah.
I got Tony saying our little manager would probably go to Caitlin's team than ours.
Good ball movement by TJ here.
Little jumper by Burbridge. Bounces around the rim and out. 2:30 to go here. 52-14. TJ rolling. There's a shot by Mundorf, no good.
I'll be seeing another Ringgold team tomorrow as the boys host Albert Gallatin. And we'll
The United States Virgin Islands national team.
You'll be able to check out all the action on
Nice
MVI
little
Live.
drive there. And we're just going to say number 10's going to line because I don't have her on my roster. Sorry. It's not on the school's website either.
Will those boys from the Virgin Islands get to play in the playoffs? Like, do they get to play?
They're exchange students, so I believe they will.
Interesting.
Nevertheless, enjoy. Check out MVI Live tomorrow as I'll be on the call with Ashley Chase and Naz Victoria. Liv won't be there.
Nope.
The Bamford brothers will be there.
Yeah. The Bamfords will be there.
Family affair.
That shot is good. 54-14 now. Under 2 minutes to play.
Shout out to Mike Darnay for coming to TJ for the 12th time this week.
ball movement here as Fairman gets to watch her team run the offense as Lakin Flynn with an easy curl around the block and another easy layup. There's a shot by Mundorf is good. It's a long 2. I think part of the thing for Ringgold, too, is you want to see these girls get some confidence. You know, making a shot like that is big for Mundorf.
Just the psyche, I mean, the mental aspect of it.
And it stops the hesitation the next time she comes down.
Yes. Knowing that you can make that shot, you won't hesitate.
And the thing that I've noticed here, I mean, even coming out of halftime, the heads aren't hanging. You know, they're still playing hard.
Still playing hard, yeah. I mean, it seems like Ringgold all game has, kept going. And you got to credit them for that.
It's a nice little inbound play there, and that's another basket for the Jaguars. So we're at 20 seconds to go here in this one. Mundorf in the corner inside the Cathers. Little curl around, gets up a shot. Might have got a little contact on the arm, but it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to wrap this one up. Oh, no, it's not, because we're going to call a timeout with 3.4 seconds to go. I think maybe he just wants to maybe work on a last second play or something, which, that's good.
Game experience, you have
situational practice,
ball with a couple seconds, and I mean, if you're in a game where you have a final second shot,
right.
You can rely on this.
And that's one of the things, I mean, like, I'm sure you'll talk to him after the game, and he'll talk about a lot of what we were talking about. His team never quit tonight. That's the most important thing. It seems like so far the attitudes are great. They're not, not hanging their heads. They're not arguing with one another. God knows how many times we've seen that this year in games like this, I mean, that's important because that's where it all starts with the cohesion of a team and becoming one unit.
And it goes back to what you said earlier about, you can't simulate some of these things in practice.
Right.
With 3.4 seconds left, you can simulate that all you want or try to in practice, but against a team,
we're
like
going to watch these
Jefferson.
3 collapse. Somebody's going to step out to the key for a long shot. See, there it is. Oh, we got away with a travel there. That's okay. And that's a final now. TJ wins it 58-16.
Yeah. Jaguars with the win improve to 9-6 overall, 7-1 in section play. The Rams fall to 2-7, 2-6 in section play as we wrap up this Section 3 5A matchup here at Thomas Jefferson. Always good to join you, Jeremy, and the people
and the masses. For assistant sports editor Jose Negron and Olivia Greco, I'm Mon Valley Independent sports editor Jeremy Sluice signing off, saying good night from here in Jefferson Hills.
Take care.
Peace.